In this video, we'll look at how the NordBord sensors work and how best to take care of them. The NordBord sensors are located under the ankle hooks and are designed to measure the amount of force an athlete can generate by pulling up on them using their knee flexor muscles. They can measure a huge amount of force in this direction, and they can even tilt slightly in any direction to accommodate for different sizes and shapes of athlete. So when the athlete gets on the NordBord, the hooks naturally tilt to stay perpendicular with their leg. Then as they perform a rep, the sensors detect exactly how much force they're generating. However, the NordBord sensors are also exactly that, sensitive. If the hooks are pushed forcefully into the sides of their sockets, this puts force on the sensors in a direction where they're not quite as strong. This can damage the sensors, and in extreme cases, can cause them to stop working completely. To avoid this happening, it's best to position your athletes on the NordBord so that the ankle hooks are pointing upwards, ideally perpendicular with the lower leg. And always ensure they don't begin a test with the ankle hooks pushing into the sides, front or back of their sockets. When getting on and off the NordBord, it's always best to do this from the back. And to ensure your athletes don't accidentally get their feet caught, have them flick the hooks out of the way first, which makes getting on and off much easier. It's also important to ensure that your sensors are correctly zeroed before you start testing. If the NordBord isn't zeroed correctly, then a negative or positive offset can be introduced, which might distort the results. The NordBord always zeroes itself during startup, so when you're turning the NordBord on, ensure nothing is touching the ankle restraints and no force is being applied to them. If there's an athlete on the NordBord, it's always best to have them jump off before zeroing the sensors. If you start testing and you notice something like this, where one leg is sitting higher than zero, even with no force applied, then there is a positive offset on that side. If you start a test and notice something like this, where force is applied to both hooks, but one side takes longer to appear above zero, you likely have a negative offset on that side. In both of these cases, it's best to have the athlete jump off the NordBord, go to the top right-hand menu, and select Zero Now. Ensure nothing is touching the ankle hooks, then confirm you're ready to zero the sensors. This will restart the test, and the sensors will remain correctly zeroed for the rest of your testing session. With these simple steps, you'll ensure you're always getting the best results out of your NordBord. Now go get on board.